Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. I'm back at it again with another video for you guys. We're not going to talk about it, we're not going to discuss how long I've been gone, but I'm back and I have a really fun one for you guys today. So if you guys didn't know, I'm a big fan of COD Zombies, and I have a video, I only think I have about one video about Black Ops Zombies, and it's me just kind of defending Black Ops 4, but I have another video for you guys, and I kind of want to make this where, kind of turn my channel almost into like a zombies channel, and I'm not going to go for the details right now. I'll maybe make a future video about it, but today I have a cool video for you guys, and I'm going to pick the best zombies map from every single zombies game. Only Treyarch, just because the other games are so bad, they would be at the, literally every single map would be at the bottom, except for maybe like Zombies in Spaceland or something. That's the only map that would even like be remotely above last place. So I want to do this, and then I'm going to pick the best map from every single game, from World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Black Ops Cold War. I'm not doing Black Ops 6 because we don't know if the DLC cycle is over yet, and we're still kind of getting used to it, so I'll probably make an update when that finishes up in probably a couple months, but let's get into it. And then at the end, after I choose the best map from every single game, I'm going to rank all of those maps respectively. So it will kind of be like a ranking of like the best maps, so like even like the worst map would still be pretty good, except for maybe some of the older games, because I'm not the biggest fan of them. But let's get into it, starting out with World at War. So World at War was the fourth zombies map ever made, and honestly, it was so much better than every other map. When you think about it, the room that I'm currently standing in by the catwalk is pretty much as big as Nocturne and Totwin, like the entire thing. Verrückt was small and, combined, and it just wasn't that good and really hard to do. Now, Shinonuma, honestly, I thought about choosing it, but the thing that Darius did for this game is just amazing, and I'm not giving points for nostalgia, I'm not giving points for innovation, none of that stuff. It is just not even close, and I would say a ton of stuff about this map, like I was gonna be like, oh, there's this, and there's this, and there's this, but there's really not. It's super simple, and in such a simple game, it outmatches the other ones by so much. The other maps don't have Pack-a-Punch, you have it in this. The other maps don't really have any good camping spots, and really any training spots. This one does. This was the first, like, real like zombies map where you could like do stuff, and overall I think it's so far ahead of all the other maps in this game that it deserves to be the best. Let's get on to Black Ops 1. So up next was Black Ops 1, and this was honestly one of the hardest ones to actually choose a favorite map from, and I ended up with going with something that probably most people would pick is Ascension. My other decision was Moon or 5, but I didn't go with either of those. I went with Ascension because I think it's overall the most complete and the best, very open, a lot of stuff to do there, so let's get into why. So I chose Ascension because it's just overall the best. There's a ton of training spots you can use. You have the Gersh devices, which is one of the biggest innovations. I think the Gersh devices should have returned on literally every single map, but they didn't. You have the Continue of the Thunder Gun, which yeah, we've already seen it before, but whatever. You also have the new PhD flopper, which was absolutely amazing. It made the ray gun like a beast. Like you usually like wouldn't really use it, you use it as secondary, and it was still amazing, but you couldn't use it in close range. But now you can use it in close range, and honestly, that thing can probably easily take you up until like, I don't know, like the 30s-ish, probably around wave 30, the ray gun could carry you to. Then you start using the thunder gun to carry you forever. But like with PhD, the ray gun, you just fire it over and over again, and it's absolutely amazing. Not only that, the monkeys are the worst thing about this map, and they're probably the only negative. And just, it's very hard to maintain all 4 perks. You have to use like the mines and put like the claymores by it, and even that, you're probably only going to maintain 2 perks, which is kind of hard, but still, this map's absolutely amazing. And yeah, it's just a great map. This is where zombies kind of turned into like, instead of these like smaller survival, it kind of became like less of a survival mode is like in a video game, like, oh, this is like a survival thing, try and survive, into like an actual game, like, oh, you do this, you can do this, you have different things you can do, different things that you can get, and that's kind of where this kind of started around. And overall, it's a good map, and if you say Kino's the best map on this entire game, you're dumb, because Kino is the worst map on Black Ops 1, and maybe we'll see that in an upcoming video. Let's go on to Black Ops 2. So Black Ops 2 was the easiest to pick by far, and if you say otherwise, you're wrong. I don't know, maybe it's not the easiest. For me, it was the easiest, but I can understand why it wouldn't be. And the best map here is Origins, and if you say it's Mob of the Dead, you're wrong. Now, Origins is literally just peak. It is the second greatest zombie map of all time. You'll find out what's number 1 in the next game, as you could have suspected, probably, because Black Ops 3 is so amazing. But this map literally innovated for the game so much. It turned zombies literally off the brink. You had Mob of the Dead, which was, it was good. And then you had Buried, which was, I think Buried's kind of overrated. I think Buried's actually kind of mid. And this game really solidified the deal for like, okay, Black Ops 2 was a great game. We ended off with some bangers. People still go back and play this map today. Yeah, people go back and they play maps like Buried, but like not as much as they're playing Origins. And I'm not talking about the remaster in Black Ops 3, but that obviously helped. I actually enjoy the Black Ops 3 remaster a bit more. Unpopular opinion, but yeah. This map did so many. You have 4 elemental stabs, the first of its kind, 4 different wonder weapons that all do different things. Some are good for training, some are good for camping, some are good for both, some are better for killing the Panzer, some are better for, mid to low rounds, some are better for high rounds. Just so amazing. This map has everything. The Mauser that goes to the boom hill, the 6 different generators. The only bad thing on this map, is the mud, and the Templar zombies are bad, but at the same time, first off, once you get all your stuff, Pack-a-Punch and everything, you don't really need the power on, but obviously if you go down, so that's annoying. But at the same time, it's a max ammo. So once you get your setup and you're just training, okay, yeah, once every like 5 rounds, run over and kill them with a single shot of your staff, and you are good. You just got a free max ammo, now you're full on ammo. Now, the mud is annoying. The mud is very annoying. But, so stamina up like a necessity, but it's not the worst thing, especially with stamina up, it's not too bad, and there's plenty of spaces to go without it, but I will admit, it is bad. But like this map, literally 9.5 out of 10. Again, if it wasn't for like the mud and Templar zombies, it'd probably be a bit higher, as in, like a 10 out of 10, but it's like a 9.5, 9.7. And it's just amazing. This map does nothing wrong, and it is the second greatest of all time. And just, there's a reason that people love this map and why it's so many people's favorites, and that's why. So now it is time for Black Ops 3, the greatest zombies game ever, and it's not even close. No other game, people are like, oh, Black Ops 2 I think is better. No, it's not. It's not even close. You have Shadows of Evil, you have Garad Krovi, you have Dreisendrach, you have Revelations, you have the remaster of Darius the Giant, and you have Zetsubo Noshima. The worst map out of those, besides the Giant, obviously, because it's a remaster, the worst map is probably Zetsubo. But if Zetsubo is your worst map, which is a good map, it just has a lot of stuff to do, that's insane. Dreisendrach, Garad Krovi, and Shadows of Evil are top 5 maps. They are in my top 5. The other map that would be in there would be Origins, and then probably something like, oh, you'll get to that as the best map in a future game, but literally just so good. And that so hard to pick a winner. I wanted to go Garad Krovi. I wanted to go Shadows, and then I was like, Garad Krovi's better. And then I realized there's something that's better than all of them. It's the remaster of Nocturne Towing. No, I'm joking. It's the Dreisendrach. Let's get into it. That's what I said, but I kind of ran into a bit of a problem. Revelations is just so amazing, and I wanted to choose it so bad. Like the skybox, the way you have the different islands, everything blends together, all the different maps that blend together into a nice collective whole. The skybox, the cool way to get the perk, all the different maps, the wonder weapons, the specialists, all the cool masks and stuff. Just everything about it is so amazing, and I literally can't choose. I love this map, and I just described all the things that are sick about it. And you have all the different teleporters and the things you activate for the power that all bring you to Noct, everything where everything connects to Nocturne Towing, and that's where it started. You go inside the Apothegm to Pack-a-Punch, the school, like the massive like ray things that like they go like between all the different islands in the air, and they'll be red or blue depending on how the power is on the map. It's so good. It's literally probably like peak. It is literally peak. It's just so beautiful. You see, I love Revelation so much. It is one of my personal favorite maps, and honestly, I might like it more than Dreisendrach. I just love this map so much. It's absolutely amazing, and you just saw in the clip there I got instantly murked, but I love Revelations. Like, just look at this map. Look how great it is. It is by far the best looking map of all time, and personally is my second favorite. It is probably my second favorite, but... And even still, with all that said, I still have to give it up to the greatest zombie map ever made, Dreisendrach. You have to say it like that, otherwise you'll have angry people have a weird thing with saying everything they say and like the accent of where it originated from. Like, you know those people, why am I just talking over a blank screen? Let's get into it. Sorry. Let's get into why Dreisendrach is the greatest map ever. Sorry for saying it like that. I don't like it, but I had to. This map is just one of the greatest of all time. It is the greatest of all time, and one of the greatest things to ever grace humanity. It's like Origins, cut from the same cloth, but just a more cleaner part. It's like Origins and all this stuff, but without the headache. Now, up next is Black Ops 4, and honestly, I had a kind of a hard time deciding, but not really. I thought about giving it to Ancient Evil, but overall, I'm gonna have to give it to the one and only Roman numeral map 9. Now, 9's layout is split up between the 4 different god statues in the buildings. They have a place underneath them, and then there's the central area, and then what is also below that. It is super cool. The Death of Orion's a cool wonder weapon. It's very fun to use. You shoot it, all the guys come up, and you may think that this kind of layout leads to like a clunky type of layout that seems very repetitive. It's actually not. Each thing feels different, and it's overall really cool, and I enjoy it. But what is there to be said about 9 that hasn't been said already? It's amazing. We all know that. And I'm actually surprised the amount of people who still don't like it. There's a lot of people out there who still don't like it. And I'm just surprised. And people complain about the Black Ops 4 engine. It's literally the same as like the Black Ops 3. It like works the same way. The game I feel like just looks a bit brighter and it's like a bit smoother. But like whatever. People are annoying. And I'm surprised the amount of people that still don't like it. There's still a lot of people who don't. I think it's amazing. Let's go on to the 6th. Well, 6th and final game. And now next up is Black Ops 5 Cold War. If you didn't know, it actually is Black Ops 5. I don't know why they didn't call it that, but it was kind of hard choosing. I'm just kidding. It wasn't. I thought about giving it to Forsaken. And before you shoot me, Forsaken has the coolest wonder weapon of all time, the Crystal Axe, and it is the best by far. And I play Forsaken all the time just so I can use the Crystal Axe. It's so cool. But I had to give it to, drumroll, the final one for this, Mauer der Toten. Now, Mauer der Toten is absolutely phenomenal. It kind of explored verticality like Die Rise is, because you grapple up, you go down on the zip line, then you go down the building, then you have to go down into the subway station, then you zip line up, and you can zip line up again to other little places, and it kind of did that, but it managed it in such a well way, unlike Die Rise. The Cerberus is absolutely phenomenal. It is probably my favorite wonder weapon ever. As you see right now, I'm literally just murking guys with it, and it's my favorite. The standard version is probably the second best. The Swarm is the best. Then probably the laser one and the shotgun one. Honestly, the shotgun and laser one you don't really have to use, but you can. It's pretty much infinite ammo. The map design, there are some big open spaces for training. Obviously, honestly, there are probably some good places for camping, and overall, it's just such a great map. I love it so much. There's so many different places you can go. There's Klaus, who's amazing. The wonder weapon's easy to get. You just have to the hardest part about getting the wonder weapon is just waiting for the panzer to spawn in. Otherwise, you can legitimately do it in one round. You just grab Klaus, grab the light, get all the 3 different things, punch them into the safe. It's super cool. The buildings are super cool. Like, they're not too confined, but you can kind of maneuver through the hallways, do the zip lines, take you back and forth. Honestly, you could probably train on both the rooftops, the spawn one and the one with quick revive. There's all the big area by Pack-a-Punch that you can train. Honestly, probably the other room next to Pack-a-Punch you could train in. The underground part is super cool, and overall is the best map. And honestly, probably in my top 5 of all time. Now that is going to do it for the video. I am going to go ahead and rank these maps because I kind of promised you at the beginning. In last place would be Doris in World at War. It's just the worst. Then Ascension in Black Ops 1 at number 5. And then number 3, kind of a hard decision, but I'm going to go 9 from Black Ops 4. Yeah, pretty good, but kind of still middle of the road. Remember, these are the best maps from each map, so even like 9 is still super, super good. Then next up, it's going to kind of surprise people. At number 3 is going to be Black Ops 2's Origins. I know, come and shoot me, but the number 2 spot, Mauer der Toten on Cold War, I think is a bit better. I know people would disagree, but I like it more. And the number 1 is Der Eisendrache, obviously. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to go down there and like the video and subscribe. And I hope to be making a video like this probably, honestly, like at least once a week, maybe once every like 5 days-ish. I'll probably do one. If you want to actually, I'll probably do one with the top 5, not top 5, but like the worst maps from each game. Put in the comments if you want me to do that. I love making these kind of ranking videos. They do take a while. Like, it would literally be like me dedicating an entire day more to make this kind of video, especially if I'm doing the worst maps. It might take a bit more thought. But yeah, go down there and please subscribe, and I'll try it out. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.